Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back to Watching Chickies. Now here, on day 212 of our broadcast, and Watching Chickies is the daily live stream here on Reddit, and then later YouTube, about the lives and development of these 3 young chickens. Before you today, here on my lap, and now plopped to the floor, is our ayam cemeni hen named Braveheart. Over there in brown and gold is our onagadori hen named Kagome. And over here in gray is our silkie rooster named Stormy. And in my hands, I have a few little leftovers for the chickies. These are basically a remnant of one of Lauren's egg sandwiches. This just has a little bit of butter, some whole grain bread in it, with just a few pieces of cooked egg, and they're cooked so it's not recognizable to the chickies as sort of like raw egg. You don't want to feed your chickens raw egg, even though it is edible, because that will encourage them to eat their own eggs. Oh, we startled Miss Kagome there. There you go, there you go. Yeah, Dad has a little bit of a treat for you there. You can kind of pick and choose what you want. They always like to examine new foods for a while when you introduce them. Chickens can be very curious little creatures, but they can also be quite careful at times. Now, some of these little bits that we have for them are a little bit bigger than they're used to. I might need to go upstairs and get Lauren to kind of chop up the little pieces a little bit more finely. I don't really have the knife control skills at the moment with my broken hand, but I could always try left-handed a bit later. Oh, I'm getting a lot of talk from Mr. Stormy there. Yeah. And this is just a treat for the chickens. This isn't their usual food. Their usual food's over there in their feeder. Oh, Mr. Stormy's quite pleased there. Yeah. Found a little piece of the bread. I know it's quite lovely just to peck at for a bit. Yeah, there you go, my little one. Oh, a few happy chuckle clucks there. He's just telling the whole world that he's very happy with the food that he's found, and he wants the girls to know. Oh, Kagome's having a nice time, kind of tearing apart the little piece of bread there. Oh, Miss Braveheart found a couple pieces of the cooked egg. Egg can be very nutritious for little chickens. All chickens' first meals are actually the remnants of their own eggs. They're just jam-packed full of nutrients that are good for them. Lots of good proteins. Oh, and Tender One, thank you for the Hugs Award. Much appreciated. Hello there, semi-colon. And Conradly John, these chickens should be living for around 12 years. That should be around, because we're not concerned about when they stop laying eggs or anything. These are members of our family and friends for life. And yes, you have to be careful that your chickens don't eat their own eggs, but our chickens haven't shown that behavior yet. Oh, Mr. Stormy's trying to give the girls a few pieces of his bread. That's very lovely there. And Bob Hamburger. Giving them cooked egg, finely cut up, is a good way to give your chickens some more nutrition. That way they don't recognize it as their own eggs. And right over here, yes, this is Kagome. There you go. And Braveheart was just kind of chomping on some of the bits that Stormy gave the girls over there. And that they seem to enjoy their treat today. Oh, and I'm trying to sleep. Thank you for the Hugs Award. Much appreciated there. There you go, my little ones. They're having fun just pecking at the little bits of bread there. And there's just the faintest amount of butter on there as well, which is good for them. A little bit of butter can go a long way. You don't want to give them way too much of a good thing. Oh, and Kagome is quite the good little girl. But Braveheart is as well, of course. And Stormy is quite the good boy today. He's been quite nice and forthright with the girls. He's been sharing. He's been talking to them. No arguments today. And I do love the sound of his chuckle clucks there. And Braveheart's talking back to him a little bit in her like little whine there. Yeah, they're getting little pieces off of the bread. So they seem to be having more fun than usual with a bigger piece of food. Hello, Miss Kagome. You going over there to see how the others are doing? Lovely, lovely. And, you know, all of these chickens are members of our family, friends for life. They will never be eaten. We want them to have long, happy, and healthy lives. Oh, and oh my Kai. Hello. Welcome to the stream. And Stormy's feathers are quite incredibly soft, you know. It's no wonder that the breed is called silkie, because, you know, those fur-like feathers are silky soft. There you go, my little ones. There you go. They're always quite a bit happier when one of us is in the room with them. Oh, and Aikinam. Oh, well, I hope you had lots of lovely memories with your chicken before it passed away. And Reggae Shako, thank you for the silver award. That's much appreciated there. Oh, lovely, lovely. Always good to see them enjoying a meal, just getting along. Hello there, Mr. Stormy. Hello. Head held up. Oh, and Bob Hamburger. Oh dear, oh dear. Stormy right here. I do know in some areas they don't allow roosters depending on where you live. We are allowed a maximum of 1 rooster in our area. So if we have more roosters, we will have. My hand is pretty much the same as it was yesterday. It's still in the splint. And I will be seeing a hand specialist come Monday afternoon. That was the soonest they could see me. So hopefully when I see them then, it will be a bit of good news. Yeah, I think the chickens are starting to get used to my new hand here. They did it a bit oddly when I first did it, but I was like saying to them, yeah, it looks like Dad hurt his wing a little bit. Oh, and thank you there, Oh My Kai, for the gold award. Gold for the chickies. There you go. Chickens are kind of like people there, yo. Oh, some roosters can be more aggressive than others. Our little guy here, Stormy, he can occasionally get a little bit, let's say, randy with the hens, but you'll see with chickens as they grow up, they all kind of develop their own personalities. So good with Stormy. He's becoming quite the nice little gentleman. You'll notice if you have a big problem with your rooster, you've probably seen Stormy do his mating dance where he lowers one of his wings and he does his little Stormy shuffle around the girls. Now that is a mating dance that you will see roosters do worldwide. Now, an early sign that you might have a problem rooster is that they will not do a mating dance. And, that can be an early indicator right there. With my hand, I kind of fell going up the stairs. I caught my pinky on the wall, and then I fractured my fifth metacarpal. So basically, I broke my hand. Hopefully, I should be healed in about 2 weeks to a month, but I'll find out a bit more when I go see the hand doctor. And all three of these breeds, the silkie, the ayam cemeni, and the onagadori, are all quite people-friendly. And it's also helped that, we've hand-raised them. We pick them up every day. We give them pets every day. So they're very, people-friendly chickens. So with Stormy, we give him little haircuts around his eyes. The silky breed can have issues with their feathers just kind of scratching their eyes, which can lead some of them to go blind eventually. So we're trying to avoid that issue with our Mr. Stormy. And Barry Sack's daddy, thank you for the silver award. And February Monster, hello, welcome to the broadcast. And yeah, there you go. And right now they're snacking on the remnants of a breakfast sandwich Lauren had. This is made of 9-grain wheat, a very light touch of butter, and there were a few little cooked pieces of egg that we chopped up finely for the chickens there. And this is just a little treat for them. They do kind of enjoy just pecking on the bread. You shouldn't give chickens bread all that often, but as an occasional treat, that's all right. There you go. The only thing momentous that's happened since Christmas, really, is me fracturing my hand a couple days ago. The chickens have been doing quite well as of late. Both, Braveheart and Kagome are still laying eggs. Mr. Stormy has been quite nice as of late with them, mating-wise. And, yeah, things are just going swimmingly. In a few months, we'll get ready for our new chickies coming in, come March. So right now, they're just enjoying some, of the bread. Oh, no, they don't really get scared or anything when we pick them up. Braveheart regularly jumps right into my lap. I'll probably pick them up for a little bit of a pet in a few minutes. I don't like to really disturb them when they're eating food. Pretty much for any pet that you have, feeding time, meal time should be like a moment for them. You want them to feel safe. You want them to feel secure. You don't want them to feel like you can take their food away from them at any point, because that can make them feel pretty bad. So, you should let them alone, let them enjoy their meal. If you see that they stop eating, if they want to do something else, then feel free to give them a nice little pet. But until then, it's best just to kind of step off to the side and just enjoy watching them enjoy a meal. Yeah, I was basically going up the stairs. I instinctively put out my hand to stop my fall. My pinky caught the wall and I fractured my fifth metacarpal bone in my. Actually put up a little picture on my Reddit profile of the X-ray that shows the break. I have not weighed them in a couple of weeks, though. Just seeing from the size of them, they have definitely grown a little bit more lately. Yeah. 3 tiny little fuzzballs they used to be. Yeah, I know, February Monster. When I first had the injury, I was kind of thinking I sprained my pinky. But then, luckily, I did go to the hospital that night because they said it could have been worse if I had let it just go on. Oh, dear. But at least they're enjoying their treat right now. I can just sit with the chickies for a while. The only real difference in my life it's really making is I can't really type. I'm right-hand dominant, so most tasks for me picking up things are a little bit more awkward. I feel a little bit more tired, but I guess that's part of the body's process when you are kind of repairing a bone. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to do too much with this hand right now. It's a little bit awkward to pick up the chickens like this, but when the guy was putting me into the splint, he was like, hey. Of course I knew, and that's kind of how my hand is stuck right now. I kind of have like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hand. And Johan, no. The purview of hens. Since roosters are male, what they produce is basically sperm that fertilizes the eggs. You know, we're more on the 2 weeks than the month for this to be healed. I'd like to retain the finer control in my pinky, because I do enjoy touch typing. And hello, Amberleaf of Leaf Clan right there. The chickies are enjoying a nice treat. Here. Oh, and thank you, Cheeky Fam. You know, I'm here. Case, as long as it heals, you know, the way it's supposed to be. Chickies. No, this was my own sort of clumsiness, not looking where I was. Think about how dangerous just normal stairs. Yeah. Ooh, were you doing some people talk there, Mr. Stormy? Was I being a bit too quiet there for your liking? Oh, dear. So, you know, when you're raising roosters, there are a few pros and cons to having roosters in your flock. A pro is that they can help bring more chickens into your flock by fertilizing the hen's eggs. Another pro is that they generally look out for the safety of the flock. They can act as little guards, especially when they're outside, warning the hens if they can see any danger. A con to roosters can be the noise. They do enjoy crowing. Country or your town or your city, they actually might be outlawed. So, you know, you have to kind of weigh the pros and the cons for them. You know, there's some people who don't want to have chickens. Oh, I know, Mr. Stormy, but we'll be okay with your little much appreciated. This is a pure silkie right here, Stormy. He has some black feathers and white feathers, which is why I call him a gray silkie. There are a few different color silkies out there. There are white silkies, black silkies, and when I'm referring to the colors, I'm just referring to the colors of their feathers. Because all silkies have black skin, they have hyperpigmentation, which means they have black skin, black muscles, black organs, and black bones. I believe there are like brown or gold silkies. I think another couple colors as well. All of the future chickens that we have for our flock are going to be half silky because the only, male that we have in the flock is Stormy. So they'll be half silky, half onagadori, or half silky and half ayam cemeni. Oh, and if that works for you, that works for you. Trivium design. You technically can't have roosters, but you're on 3 secluded acres backed against a nature preserve, so you don't have any neighbors. So yeah, I mean, I kind of think that in cases like that, where you're not really disturbing anybody and no one's going to really be reporting you anyway, it's probably fine for you to have the roosters. I'm not saying this is legal advice. I guess theoretically in that case, if someone did somehow manage to report you, you probably would have to deal with your roosters. But, otherwise it seems like you could have a flock with a rooster in it. Oh, and Trivium Design, I'm so sorry about that. Or silkies, that's not nice. That's one of the things that we're worried about with these chickies, which is why they do sleep in their own room down here with all of their stuff, even though they do have an outdoor coop. We want to keep them safe from local predators like raccoons, foxes, to be safe from during the day, but during the night, we can get the occasional visitor. One thing you might want to consider if you have a big property on 3 acres like this, oh yes, you converted an old mudroom into an indoor coop. Yes, so that could be quite useful for your current chickens or your future chickens. Yeah, this was basically a basement room that used to be at one point used for a gym, and then at one other point was just used for storage, that we converted for the chickens' use. So, we weren't using the room, so we gave them a room just devoted to them, for them and their safety. Because we'd rather spoil. Just have them be outside. We're all for kind of spoiling these little chickens every day. And they really do seem to be enjoying this treat of the... we've been trying to be a bit more conscious lately of leftovers and stuff that is good for the little chickens. We just don't want to throw things away when we can give the chickens another chance at trying something new. Braveheart design. So your chickens love their new room. It's being cold, so they don't bother going out. Our chickens are pretty much the same. I would suggest if you... Ooh, I dropped the little top there. If you haven't already, for your new indoor coop, what we have done is we have installed UV lights as excess light for them because they're not getting as much natural sunlight. And that way they can feel a bit happier during the day. It can even help your chickens for their laying. And generally it's quite nice for them, you want to give them that sunshine. And you just need to make sure that you turn out these UV lights right around when the sun goes down so they could still keep that same day-night schedule. And Archer Fizz, thank you for the helpful award. That's much appreciated there. So the chickens are enjoying just going around, kind of just, they put out a bunch of their food and they're just having fun pecking at it right now. Stormy's feet. Let's see how your feet are doing, my son. Now, Stormy probably has another couple weeks till his next bath time. Oh, I see a few signs of him stepping in something. Did you step in some of the cooked eggy there, Mr. Stormy? Let me see. You stepped in cooked eggy, didn't you? Oh dear, you stepped right in the sandwich. What messy feet, my boy. You see, that's the problem with having really feathery feet like our Mr. Stormy. It just kind of acts like his own little feather duster, and it just picks up quite a bit. Now we'll see if he manages to drop some of that. I'm gonna go sit down with the chickies down on the ground. Hello, Miss Braveheart. Yeah? Oh dear. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Oh, and see you later, Amber Leaf of Leaf Clan. There you go. Miss Kagome is just having fun, pecking at the little bits that she's found right here at the container. Hello there, Miss Kagome. Yeah, you got that big piece out. Oh yes, Trivium, they can all... Chickens can be so intelligent when you give them a chance. They're definitely not the dumb birds that the media through like old shows. You know, for some people, I think it's easier just to imagine chickens as being really dumb animals to just justify using them only as a food source. But they can also be quite lovable little creatures. They're so social. They can have such affection for their caretakers and each other. So Mr. Stormy, you can actually see to a degree his feathers down there. He actually, through preening, I've seen him cut his own sort of feathers down there. I've seen him actually preen his feathers, pluck a couple of feathers out of his feet. So he's doing a pretty good job with them kind of having too much growth. The issue that he has are like the finer feathers on his feet that just, you know, get all this stuff in them. There we go. I got that little piece of egg right out of his feet. Yeah. What, you want this, Braveheart? This was on Stormy's feet, you know. And, Telebodu, thank you for the Hugs Award. Oh, and that's quite nice there, Trivium Design. So your chicken became an indoor chicken after he got injured. You brought him inside to heal. And after 2 days of watching you clean up after him, he started crowing at the door. And he never went. Oh, dear. Yeah, chickens can like the indoors. Stormy is a big fan of watching television with us at times. The girls like to explore a bit more when we bring them upstairs. But Stormy can be quite content with just sitting in his little wicker basket and eating the occasional piece of popcorn while he watches some TV. And, you know, it depends on the breed as well for your rooster. This is our rooster, Stormy, and he's quite the lovable little guy. Right here is our biggest chicken. This is Braveheart, our ayam cemeni hen. and she's kind of like a cat. She can occasionally want lots and lots of affection, but then when she decides she wants to be on her own, she'll just give you a light little peck, and then she'll go off to play. And they've really spread all these little pieces all about. No, chickens do just kind of like to peck and choose their meals. There we go, my little ones. So far, I've never seen Mr. Stormy ever try to attack anyone. He's met a few new people as time has gone by, a few other members of our family. He's met a few friends, and he's always been quite a pleasant little man. He's sat in many people's laps. He accepts lots of pets. And silkies generally can be quite really laid-back birds, though, you know, you can have different personalities crop up. So I wouldn't preclude that there could be an aggressive silky rooster out there. Oh, there we go. Oh, and I'm so sorry, Trivium Design, that you lost your little friend there. I hope you had lots of good memories with him, though. Roosters can be awesome, and you know, I think they just have to have enough love and care. Chickens can definitely see you as members of their own flock, and you just have to give them that love. They have to really kind of see you in their lives, and with these little chickens, they see us every day. They get picked up every day, and they know we care about them. Yeah? Was that a good piece there, Mr. Stormy? Oh, yeah, it was? Well, that's good. I think Miss Kagome's checking out some of that with you. Oh, this and that 21. Stormy's already mating with the girls. He doesn't see me as a threat to his relationship with the girls, because I've been in his life since day one. He's never, and we've had visitors and we've had friends come to see them while he's been around, and he's never been aggressive. He loves getting picked up. He's quite the good little rooster there. There we go. Oh, yes, and Stormy, whenever he sees someone singing on television, he does like to crow along. You like to sing as well, don't you, my lad? We have played music for them. They are quite fans of classical music. They have Oh, yes, Mr. Stormy. I heard Lauren, my partner, upstairs on the phone. And Stormy heard her as well. So he's just calling out for Mama right now. We're probably going to hear him. Mama's going to come down in a bit. Don't worry. Don't worry, Mr. Stormy. Oh, dear. I fractured my 5th metacarpal bone 2 days ago now. So it's sort of in a hardened splint right now. There we go. They don't weigh too much, just like a couple of pounds at the moment. Aww. Hello, Miss Braveheart. I might have to give Stormy a cuddle. Here. I'm gonna have to put the camera down for a second because, well... I know, Mr. Stormy. I know. Let's see. I can try to get the camera in frame somewhat. Oh, and of course I put the camera in the wrong position. Let's see. Yep. All right, Mr. Stormy. Come here. It's okay. There we go. Got our little man here. Yeah. So, you might see right here by his eyes, he's got a little bit more feather growth happening that we're probably going to be having to trim in a little bit. Sorry for my hair being a little bit messy, but I have to be pretty careful with showering. I can't get this wet, and we are still getting our plastic bag technique down. There we go. And he's calming down a bit. He's just really eager to see Lauren in a little bit. He heard her voice, so he got excited. Lauren is one of his favorite people in the world. And he can be quite adamant on saying hello. Yes, you can. And you can see he's very bright-eyed today. There you go. Do you feel a bit better? All right. There you go, there you go. Lovely, lovely. Oh, and here's his big jump. Good job. So proud there. There you go. Oh, and Trivium Design, wow, a Cornish cross rooster that's near 25 pounds. And that is an enormous rooster. Mr. Stormy is just so proud of that big jump of his. You could see Braveheart here kind of playing with one of the towels. She does like trying to take this towel apart piece by piece. Yeah. What? Having fun there, Miss Braveheart? What, did you want to be picked up as well, Miss Kagome? Hold on. Here. I know. Hold on. Oh. Here we go. Okay. So Miss Kagome has decided to be right on my splint right now. I guess it can make a nice perch. Here. Get onto my back. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Got my little hen here. Do you feel a bit better? You feel a little bit better on my shoulder? Yeah? Oh dear. She is such a good little hen. I might actually take her upstairs for a little while if she wants to. A little just walk about. Yeah. Well, she's just kind of cuddling up next to me. She's being such a good little girl. Oh dear. Now I know these breeds kept well like this, sort of like as little house pets. They can live for around 12 years. I know for some of the larger chicken breeds it can be a bit less. Oh wow. So your Cornish Trivium Design is now 3 years old. And you know, it's such a difference in the various breeds that you have. So we're hoping we get, you know, as close to the 12 years as possible for our little chickens. Aww. Yeah, my lovely. Yeah. She's actually close enough that I can hear her little heartbeat right next to me. Oh dear. You all right? You all right? There you go. Yeah, they do like pets. And we do like to give them pets. Yeah, Miss Kagome. I'm going to need to measure her tail feathers again soon because last time I measured them, they were a bit over 16 inches long. I think she might have hit 17 by now. We'll have to check that out, Miss Kagome. The onagadori tail feathers can grow more than 20 feet in length. So she still has quite a lot of growing to go in that way. And that's Kagome right there, just kind of making her little trumpet voice sounds. Occasionally the other chickens pipe in with their voices. Like that is Mr. Stormy, just kind of talking to us over there. Yeah, you have such beautiful eyes there, Miss Kagome. Lovely brown. And you have that lovely gold right there in your feathers. There we go. She is such a good girl. And she's such a good little shoulder chicken. And you know, the best that we can do in our family here is just give these chickens the best lives that they can have. We try to show them lots of love and affection each day. Give them lots of treats and show them that we care. Oh, are you getting tired, baby? Oh, she's getting to be a sleepy chicken. Oh, dear. Yeah? I can sometimes lull her to sleep with my voice. I think she kind of likes the low and methodical quality of it. She's been listening to my voice for quite so much time. She's been listening to it her whole life. There you go. The longest I've been away for the chickens was about 9 days when I was out for a film shoot. They quite missed me during that period, according to Lauren. But she picked up the slack for me over there. She is quite of the onagadori breed. And it is a shame that the onagadoris are actually endangered. The onagadoris are from Japan, and they definitely kind of resemble living phoenixes with their tail feathers that grow out to be more than 20 feet in length. They can look majestic. There are some really majestic pictures of them kind of running around in the snow. So it's been just brilliant seeing her kind of thrive in the flock, to have such a lovely temperament and personality, and to just appreciate all of her fellow little chickens. Oh, they definitely made a fuss when I came home after those 9 days. I had chickens all over me. Miss Braveheart over there actually chided me a bit. The first thing that she did was she jumped up onto my lap, she looked at me right in the face, and she gave me a little peck. It was a pretty hard peck, but then she cuddled up right next to me. It was like her giving me a little talking to, like, you were gone for a long time, and you're not allowed to do that. So I was just kind of chided by them. There you go. Yeah, you're a good little girl. Do you want to play with Miss Braveheart? Or are you okay here on my shoulder? You're thinking about it? Well, you do have a nice view of the yard from here, one portion of the yard. So you have a good view at the moment. The onagadori breed in Japan has about 250 breeding pairs left. So they're endangered because not many people are actually breeding them at this point. Kagome's kids are all going to be half silkies. So they're not going to actually be true onagadoris either. I'm going to be calling them silkadoris. Here, I'm going to go bring you over to Miss Braveheart there. There you go. There you go. Oh, Miss Braveheart, she brought all the blankets down, all the towels down. I think Stormy wants some attention soon. I hear him just flapping about. Hello there, little one. Are you okay today? Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, I have gone on with this broadcast a little bit longer than I was intending today. So I'm probably going to be ending it now and just getting a little bit of a rest. When I picked up Kagome earlier, I kind of strained myself a little bit more than I was intending, but that's all right. She had a good time on my shoulder, so it was worth it. Oh, and PC, Earth Ahrung, thank you for the Hugs Award. We will be back around 1 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time, with our next stream. If you've enjoyed this content, feel free to check out our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies. There's a link to it in my profile, or just search for Watching Chickies. See you all soon, and I hope you all have lovely days. Okay, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.